Hi everybody, and thanks for joining me today for some virtual vitamin Z. As you can see, I am outside and there's no one around, so I'm going to pop off my mask while I start off the intro to today's virtual vitamin Z episode. My name is Claire. I'm a curator of education with the Detroit Zoological Society, where we are celebrating and saving wildlife, and a part of that is our green journey, which means all the things that we're doing as an organization to help us be more environmentally friendly and responsible. And part of that is some of the materials that we use in construction and in some of the things that we order. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of the zoo to show you how we help with some waste management issues by some of the different items that we have here at the zoo and how intentionally they are chosen. So hop on board, we are about to take off on an epic green journey. The Cotton Family Wetlands has been providing guests with the opportunity to immerse themselves in a wetland habitat since 2012. The more than 200 feet of Trex decking walkways of the Boardwalk cross the 1.7-acre pond and wetland, bringing us to the heart of this incredibly diverse habitat. Native fish, frogs, turtles, and birds are all relatively easy to spot as you traverse the boardwalk. All of this is made possible by the Trex Composite Decking, which is a really neat mix of about 50% plastic bags, about 45% recycled hardwood, and a little bit, about 5% of plastic polymers. Using the products like these help keep these materials out of landfills and turn them into a really valuable building material. On your next visit, make sure to slow down and really appreciate the fact that not only does this boardwalk allow us to get better views of the animals who call this area home, but they're also helping with reducing our environmental impact. The views really are incredible, from native ducks to the trumpeter swans who live here, to the turtles sunning themselves out on the branches. This boardwalk is truly a magnificent addition to the zoo. This used to be a cement retaining pond, which has been completely restored into this beautiful naturalistic habitat. And again, it's taking items that people like you and I have recycled and repurposing them into a great building material. I was interested in learning more about how they make the composite decking, so I looked it up online. It turns out they take all the materials, they melt them together at a high temperature, and then when they're just the right mixture, they extrude them out through a die cut, actually printing the wood grain on and making them the perfectly shaped boards that you and I can purchase for our building projects. It turns out the boardwalk is not the only composite material that we have on grounds. Most of the benches that you might take a break on your next visit to the zoo are also made out of a composite material, allowing you to rest your legs while we save the earth a little bit. I also found this sign just outside the Ford Education Center that was also made out of composite material. This one was made out of a whole bunch of recycled milk jugs. You may be wondering, well, how can I join you on the green journey? Visit DetroitZoo.org and check out our Shades of Green guide. There's more than 80 different tips of things that you can do in your everyday life that would help the earth and all of its inhabitants. Things like choosing composite decking for your next building project if appropriate, or maybe even just a portion of it, to help alleviate some of the need for new resources being harvested all the time, and instead removing items from the waste stream and giving them a new life. There's lots of great tips in the Shades of Green guide. It's really important to be a responsible recycler. Make sure you check out the organization who picks up your recycling, whether it's at work or at home, to make sure that you're recycling what you should be in the way you should be. Maybe labels need to be removed, or it needs to be rinsed out, or they can only accept certain types of plastics. By making sure the recycling is contamination-free, you're ensuring that entire waste stream can be reused for other products. All right, so I'm back in my office, back in the Ford Education Center, and I want to thank you for joining me on this green journey today, as we learned a little bit more about some of the waste management initiatives the Detroit Zoological Society is taking on in order to make sure that we're being environmentally responsible. So we learned a little bit about the Cotton Family Wetlands and the amazing boardwalk that's made out of composite material that circumnavigates the entire wetland experience, giving you unparalleled views of all the native wildlife that calls that area of the zoo home. We also checked in on the benches, some signage, and thought about ways that we can all be a little bit more responsible in the items that we choose to buy on our next building project or our next adventure at home. Remember to check out the Shades of Green guide online at DetroitZoo.org. You can check off all the different shades of green that you are and find some new ideas of ways that you can help the earth and all of its inhabitants. So until next time, make sure you're recycling responsibly. And if you're looking for some more virtual vitamin Z, visit our website, DetroitZoo.org, for more lessons like this one, more activities, and many, many more resources. All right, I need to go figure out how many shades of green I am. Am I jungle? Am I tree frog? Organic? Well, until next time, stay safe and take care of each other. Ooh, I like evergreen.